Imagine building your whole life around one powerful man, only to discover he never planned to let you go. What would you do if the person who changed your life became the person trying to control it? Samantha was born into an average Nigerian family. Her parents were not rich, but they were decent and responsible people who worked hard every day to make sure their daughter never lacked the basic things of life. They could not afford luxury, but there was always food on the table. School fees were paid, and clothes were provided when necessary. Their home was simple, but it was filled with discipline, sacrifice, and love. From childhood, Samantha stood out. She was intelligent, lively, confident, and very social. She had a natural charm that made people notice her immediately. Even as a young girl, neighbors would often tell her mother, "This your daughter will go far. She carries herself like somebody who will become something great." Her parents were proud of her, but they also understood that beauty and attention could become dangerous when not guided by wisdom. As she grew older, her parents became more careful with their advice. They had seen how life could mislead young people who stepped into freedom too quickly. Her mother especially would sometimes look at her quietly and wonder whether Samantha would remember the values she had been taught when she eventually stepped into the wider world. The evening before Samantha left for higher institution, her parents called her into the sitting room. The atmosphere was calm, but there was seriousness in their faces. Her mother held her hand gently and said, "My daughter, school will give you freedom, but freedom can also mislead. Be careful. Remember the values we taught you. Not everybody who smiles with you wants good for you." Her father sat quietly for a moment before speaking. "We may not be wealthy," he said, "but character will take you farther than beauty. The world will notice your beauty before it notices your sense. That is why you must protect yourself. Be wise in your friendships. Be careful with your choices. Never let excitement carry you where your sense will not go." Samantha listened respectfully. She smiled, hugged them, and told them not to worry. "I know what I'm doing," she said confidently. But deep down, one word stayed louder than every other thing they said: freedom. To her, it sounded like a new life, a new beginning, and a chance to finally live without anyone watching over her. The day Samantha arrived on campus, it felt as though the whole school noticed her. From the first week, attention followed her everywhere. In the lecture hall, boys turned to look. In the hostel corridors, girls admired her confidence and style. At the cafeteria, people whispered her name even when she did not know them. She quickly became one of those faces people recognized. Her roommate, Shamaka, was different. She was also intelligent, friendly, and social, but more disciplined and thoughtful. Shamaka knew when to enjoy herself and when to face her books. She came from a modest family too, and she carried herself with quiet maturity. The two girls became friends quickly because they understood each other in many ways. At first, their friendship felt natural. They studied together, laughed together, and adjusted to campus life together. But as the weeks passed, their differences slowly began to show. While Shamaka was careful and focused, Samantha was becoming fascinated by the excitement of campus life. Samantha loved nightlife. To her, the energy of the clubs, the loud music, the flashing lights, and the attention made her feel alive. Almost every weekend, and sometimes even weekdays, she wanted to go out. She would dress up carefully, step out confidently, and enjoy the feeling of being admired.